Hello. My name is Motu Hype Guy. Uh, so I remember I told you guys that I was gonna make a Revelation like review type video before, but I changed my mind. We're looking at the trailer for Masters of the Universe 2025 6. I've gone through most of, if not all of this, to try and find like all the little background stuff, all the characters that I can see and whatnot, and I'm gonna go ahead and share what I saw with you guys, and starting with probably one of the most interesting things that I saw. Let me go ahead and pull that up. So as you can see here, this is one of the big things that I found first. This statue that Adam that has Adam's sword here appears to be Vicor. You can tell kind of by the helmet; it has the same like insignia. I'll pull up a little picture of Vicor to put like next to it, and you can tell that the same Viking helmet that Vicor has on here is pretty much the same as Adam's regular, or as his actual helmet. Now, the next thing I wanted to go over is this small little scene of Skeletor. Uh, First of all, I love that they're giving him like Darth Vader vibes. I want to point that out first. But obviously, a big thing that everybody was worried about was how Skeletor was going to look. All of that stuff with him, especially with him being played by Jared Leto. Uh, One thing that I noticed going through the trailer was that Skeletor's eyes right here kind of like squint a little bit. You can kind of see him move ever so slightly, kind of just narrow down a little bit. I thought it was super cool. I'm going to show off some other shots and things that I noticed as well soon. Obviously, I wanted to take a second and just like appreciate how good Eternia looks. And there's some more shots in the film. I'll put up some pictures right here so you can kind of see that there's obviously going to be two different eras of Eternia that we explore or whatever. I do not think by any means that Adam's going to be on Earth for any extended period of time. I have looked through Twitter, and that is 98% of all the complaints I can see. Is like, I don't know why he's on Earth. I don't think he's going to be on Earth for that long. I don't understand why we're complaining about that, especially like He-Man has no connection to Earth. His mom's literally from there. But that aside, I think Eternia just looks absolutely beautiful in these shots. So this is in the back of the back shot of the toy store that Adam goes to, or whatever it's called. This is Big Jim. It's basically the boys' version of Barbie or whatever. But for those that are unaware, the Big Jim toy line, some of its pieces and parts or whatever, for the figures specifically, were taken and repurposed and given to some of the Masters of the Universe figures. So I'm kind of really happy that they're drawing some attention to Big Jim. Very lesser known brand, but I'm kind of glad that it's getting some recognition here. I think that's really cool. Just calling back to the roots and whatnot, and obviously plugging Mattel stuff. And then we have Beastman here, obviously, hopping from, the roof of this car and breaking this one. And I think he looks absolutely great, man. I could not ask for more. I am absolutely thrilled to see him. I heard somebody say that he wasn't in this movie, but apparently they were wrong. I am absolutely stoked to see him, and he looks absolutely incredible, dude. And now we have Alison Brie and Camila Mendez as Tila and Eva Lynn. And I wanted to do this, just like emotion, so there's a little bit more life here. And I think that they both look absolutely amazing, dude. I've been a fan of Alison Brie since, Community. Annie's my favorite character in that show. I think she's awesome. I think she's a great actor. Together is a really good movie that she was just in as well. And her outfit as Eva Lynn, what's his name? Dave Franco was not lying. She looks super cool, man. I love it. Now this scene here is kind of short, but this is the first look at the sorceress. And it's kind of really blurry, so I apologize in advance for both my microphone quality and of course how blurry this shot is. But it seems to be based on the Temple of Darkness version of the sorceress that we got, but it looks really cool still. Also, I know we're taking a bit of a step back here, but on top of that shelf over there, in the scene where the Vicor statues at, there's a Toe Rock display. Dad at Arms on Twitter told me about it just now as I was making this, and I figured that it'd be nice to point out as well. So along with Big Jim, Toe Rock is in there. Both of those things kind of inspired or the concept for Masters of the Universe as a whole, and it's super cool to see them both in this movie. So the last thing I'm going to go over is this still shot of Trapjaw. There's, like, shots of him in front, but, like, you can't really see his face well, so I'm using this one right here. And I think he looks incredible, dude. Just like if every other design so far, I think he looks awesome, and I think he's going to look super good in the movie, honestly. Alright, so I'm going to try to wrap things up here. Those were all of the big important things that I noticed in this trailer. Obviously, I'll try to take a good look on other trailers as they come. Please follow me at my Motu Hype Guy at twitter.com to see any further updates and things that I might notice as they come about. Last note that I want to put out, this movie does have Jared Leto in it, but please, please do not let that dissuade you from going and seeing this movie, man. I know that he's had an extremely rough Hollywood run, and he's kind of a, weirdo, but please, a lot of hard work and dedication has gone into this film, obviously, and I think it'd be a really big shame if, all of that kind of just went down the drain, because this has the opportunity to launch He-Man back into the mainstream media, and I'd really love to see that as a young person that, my father watched this before me, and I'm watching it now. I think it'd be really cool. So, without any further explanations or all that, please watch the movie.